I wonder, Cassandra, that you did not put yourself forward to lead the Inquisition while Divine Justinia was forming it.
The Divine wanted a heroic figure all of Thedas could rally behind.
How do you fall short of that description, my dear? Did you not single-handedly save the capital of Orlais?
That was hardly single-handed, Vivian.
Yet still heroic. Many in the Empire remember you fondly.
A perception that would last until the moment they met me, I assure you.
Inquisitor, you may want to see this.
What is it?
Inquisitor, I was going to send word. I found something. This
What is it?
Almost completely faded, but 2 stood. Felled 60 true before our triumph. A breath in the hunt, and let rest the lowlanders, worthy of the lady's care. The markings and surrounding artifacts date to Ameridan's time. The references and scripts suggest Avar.
Go on.
What's your theory?
I need to complete a full survey and have Professor Kenrick evaluate the site himself. But this may be a tribute to Heron and Orina, Inquisitor Ameridan's companions.
How do you know?
What makes you think the inscription refers to Heron and Orina?
It's only a theory, but the age of the markings and surrounding artifacts match the timeline we've established for Ameridan. We know that Ameridan and his companions came into violent contact with the Avar. I found glass fragments in the clay, several with slight veins of discoloration. Blue. Like Templar artifacts.
Templars?
The Templars were a new order in Ameridan's time. Given their small numbers then, few would be found outside the Chantry's reach. It's unusual to find one deep in uncharted territory, unless he traveled here for a purpose, as Heron would have.
Do you know what happened here?
What happened here?
An encounter with ancient Avar, and not a friendly one. Ameridan and his companions were outnumbered in an unfamiliar place. If Ameridan's not here, perhaps someone bought him the time needed to keep going?
The Avar paid respect.
If this is the resting place of Heron and Orina, it only remains because the Avar took time to honor them.
Respect for a worthy adversary? It wouldn't be out of place.
Exactly. So, what can you tell me about the Inquisitor's companions? What can you tell me about Heron?
What do you know about Heron?
When the Templar Order was first formed, Sir Heron was among its members. He's arguably the most famous of the original Templars, though he was never one of their leaders. He's better known as one of Inquisitor Ameridan's confidants. They'd known each other since youth.
Friends, then.
So they were close. Friends.
When Ameridan was made Inquisitor, Heron's position in his inner circle was assumed. A few ballads about them survive. The type with adventures and happy endings. I don't know if they're true. They remind me of my brothers, though.
Right. And Orina?
What can you tell me about Orina?
Orina was an alchemist in Orzammar. It's said she
Oh.
met Ameridan while dealing with a demon, but it's not known why Ameridan was there. Demons aren't common in the deep roads, but they were a problem for the Inquisition at the time. Orina knew she could help, so she joined Ameridan.
Was she exiled, then? From Orzammar?
If she left Orzammar, that would make her a surfacer.
She turned her back on the stone, though it's said she had few regrets. Some claim she was actually from one of Orzammar's noble families, but who can say? She never used her last name on the surface, and once exiled, the family likely struck her name from personal documents. Professor Kenrick petitioned Orzammar's Shaperit to grant access to their records, but the request was turned down.
Huh. I see. So what will you do now?
What will you do with this information?
Professor Kenrick will expect detailed notes on the location, stone and clay samples, and any trace artifacts I can find. If Ameridan's history is compiled, this could be worth an entire chapter. I might get credit on the inside cover.
Right, well, good luck with that.
Thank you, Colette.
Inquisitor.
So,
Should be fewer Hakkonite assholes around here now.
Inquisitor.
the river is secure, Lieutenant.
The Hakkonites were pushed back from the river.
That will put minds at ease, sir. I'll arrange patrols for the area. It's no Imperial highway, but we'll see people along as safely as we can.
Alright then.
That will be all, Lieutenant.
Sir?
So,
Goat-kissing, blood-drinking, Hakkonite chicken crabs! Thank you, Inquisitor. Storvacker has returned. My hunters saw what you and she did to the Hakkonites who held her. In trapping Storvacker, the jaws of Hakkon broke their peace oath with Stonebear Hold. Our blades are yours.
is she alright?
I assume your bear is all right after whatever they were going to do to her?
She is fine. As for what they were going to do, my hunters brought items back from where they held Storvacker. I know what they intended. It is not something you will like. Something few Avar would tell Lowlanders. But you must hear it. The jaws of
Go on.
Hakkon sought to bind their god in mortal form and bring war to the lowlands.
Sorry, what?
A god?
Yes. Hakkon Winter's Breath, bringer of the cold winds of war.
How do you send a god to attack someone?
With much blood and many foolish rituals. Though you have given them pause, they will try again. Ages ago, the old jaws of Hakkon did the same. They brought their god to life to destroy the lowlands. Their foolishness lost Hakkon to all Avar. Now they would free him and begin again.
What does that mean?
What would happen if the jaws of Hakkon succeeded in their plan?
Hakkon would come to the lowlands in the form of a great beast. The Hakkonites would join him, their numbers swelled by foolish young warriors dreaming of honor names. Even if war were needed, it should not be like that. With gods wreaking havoc in blood-soaked fields. The gods should stay where they belong.
So how is Hakkon lost?
What did you mean when you said that their foolishness lost Hakkon to all Avar?
When they bound Hakkon to mortal form, he became blood of this world. He could hear no prayers, nor speak to the augurs. All he could do was kill. Then he vanished instead of dying, as though rendered mute, lost for ages. If they sought to free him from mortal form, I could understand. Making him attack the lowlands is a fool's work.
Well, Hakkon connects to Ameridan.
You said that the jaws of Hakkon first tried binding their god in mortal form hundreds of years ago.
What of it?
In our search for Inquisitor Ameridan, we learned that he came here to fight a great dragon 800 years ago. A dragon that came from the mountains with Avar warriors to attack the lowlands.
Your last Inquisitor must have fought well to stop Hakkon himself.
So, does this kind of thing often happen?
Do the Avar gods take mortal form on a regular basis?
No, the gods belong in the land of dreams. Whether it is their wish or some augurs that brings them here, battle tears will be shed. The skulls say the Lady of the Skies took mortal form when Tyrda Brightaxe first led the Avar to the mountains. They say many things about Brightaxe and the Lady.
So what's our next step?
Based on what we know, what must we do to stop the jaws of Hakkon?
Their hold is an old lowlander fortress. It is shielded by a great wall of ice. Magic even the Hakkonites do not know. Unravel its magic, and we will scatter their bones so the Lady never finds them.
Alright, well, how do we do that?
We still need a way to melt the wall of ice around the Hakkonites' fortress. Do you have any ideas?
No. It is lowlander magic and nothing to do with us. Our spirit talkers are useless as battle goats. The Hakkonites must have found the magic in the old fortress. Speak to your people. Perhaps they will know more.
I see. Well, farewell.
I'll speak with you later.
Walk with the lady's blessing.
See ya.
You're the one they speak about in the lowlands, aren't you? The Herald of Andraste.
Many call me that.
Helmsdim Rolfson. I trade our goods outside the hold. You'll not find better this side of the mountain.
You've been to the lowlands?
Have you traveled outside of Stone Bear Hold?
Court Mountain Father provides. But press us, and we'll admit there's lowlander goods we can't craft ourselves. I sell our goods there. The old trader taught me how to read and write, and how to act in your cities.
Really? Which cities have you visited?
Where does your trading take you?
Denerim and Southreach in Ferelden. Leeds and Verchet in Orlais. When the passes are clear, I take our wares to Val Royeaux.
Really? It's a bit far, isn't it?
Surely you can get a fair price for your goods closer than Val Royeaux.
Ah, well, that's truth, but have you seen it? My heart lies with the hold, but I'll die remembering the light on the gates of the sun.
Yeah, it's alright.
It's a city like any other, just fancier.
A city hundreds of years old. No Thane of ours would dare build anything to last more than a generation.
One could almost believe you admire Orlais.
You sound like the Thane. Most in the hold call any city outside the mountains prideful, though. Lowlander folly.
I see.
Farewell.
Another time.
Yep.
So he arrives. Don't throng. Behold, worthy ones, the man who blazes like fire and mends the air. Oh, crap.
What is this? Oh, demon summoning. Delightful.
I am the Ogre of Stonebear Hold. I greet you, as do our gods and the gods of our ancestors.
Oh!
It is done. Now come, be welcome, and hear news of the north.
What was that all about? Those, spirits?
Did you just introduce me to spirits?
The gods of the Hold clamored to see you. I obeyed. For I'm their voice and their augur. And if I didn't show you off, they'd hound me for months.
Right. You said that I blaze like fire?
What did you mean when you said I blaze like a fire?
How do you think you appear to the gods of the Fade? To those beyond the veil, your hand burns like the watchman's bonfire.
I see. So what are you saying? That spirits see me all the time?
Are you saying every spirit in the Fade knows where I am?
Only those nearby, but thoughts spread quickly among the gods. They tell me strange things. That you muddied time's waters where the cliffs are red, and returned again.
Yeah, that's true. I have some questions, Augur.
I'd like to ask something.
Then ask.
What exactly is an augur? Is it like a mage, or...?
I assume augur is another word for mage.
I am a mage. Yet not all mages are augurs. I give counsel to other mages, and the Thane. In turn, an augur takes counsel from the gods, and shares it with the Hold. I make their will known to us, and ours to them.
Right, you negotiate with them.
So you're an ambassador to the local spirits.
They protect the Hold. They help drive off spirits who've gone bad with rage or gloom. The gods live with us. Ignore their offerings, offer them nothing, and it weakens us all.
I see. Well, farewell.
I should be off.
Farewell.
Well, actually, hold on.
Be welcome.
I met an exile in the woods.
I met a mage in the woods who said she used to be an augur's apprentice.
Sigrid Goldsdotten. She left the hold when I told her she must release her teacher.
Aren't you her teacher?
She might have heeded me if I were. Or perhaps not. It's time the spirit in her was free.
She's an abomination?
Every mage in the hold is made one with the gods till they're strong enough. I thought Sigrid strong enough. Exile was her own notion.
Do you know why she exiled herself?
Why did Sigrid go into exile?
Sigrid built an altar by the shore for her rite of thanksgiving, a ritual to part her from her teacher. Sigrid claims her offering was spurned by the gods. The spirit remains with her when she's taken to exile.
I see.
I should be off.
Farewell.
See ya.
Heard you passed Hakkon's trials. If you hunt as well as you fight, you'll fit in well.
I have the offerings for you, Huntmaster.
I have the offering for Calden Enverson.
I'll see it properly prepared and sent to Gida. She'll be making the final preparations soon, I imagine.
In times of crisis, too many die without proper rites or prayers. This was kindly done, my dear.
Yep.
Farewell.
Farewell.
See ya.
I understand our Huntmaster prepares Calden Enverson's offering as we speak. This gift is beyond worth. You have my thanks, Inquisitor. I must complete the preparations.
Alright then.
I should be off.
Lady keep you.
See ya.
This is the place that the augur said that mage, Sigrid, tried and failed to release her spirit. It looks like the tools for her ritual are still here. Scorch marks. Left by magic.
Etheric feedback. It happens from time to time if one stops a spell mid-incantation.
Maybe Sigrid never completed this ritual. Grass is trampled down here. Fight?
No. See the hoof prints? Just a little passage.
Probably not important now. A vial of lyrium.
An inexperienced mage might use up a good deal of energy banishing a spirit.
Why is the vial still full? Skinned bird and bundle of incense.
Ritual offerings. But if this mage did the ritual, why are the offerings still here?
Good question.
You returned.
Hello. So I just found out why you were exiled.
The augur told me why you're here.
That Chatterjay! What business is it of his to tell that to a lowlander?
Why don't you tell me about this ritual?
About the ritual you were performing, Sigrid.
I had to burn a proper offering, then let my guiding spirit free. I made the offering, the gods did not accept.
Well, I found your offering. Intact.
I found a bird and incense by the altar. They weren't burnt at all.
I brought more than I needed. When I fled, I left everything.
Really? Even the lyrium?
You would have needed to take the lyrium at the start of the ritual, not the end.
Aye. And so?
The vial I found was full.
Do you accuse me, stranger?
I don't know, you tell me.
What I saw doesn't make sense. Like you never did the ritual at all.
So even a stranger senses my shame. I made no offering. I prepared. I began the spell to release the spirit here with me.
And?
I could not do it. I have no close companions in the hold, no kin. I cannot lose my only friend.
So it means that much to you?
You're friends with this spirit.
It has taught me with patience and kindness since I was a child. Frightened of the fire I could suddenly call down. The gods change, the gods can die, and yet I do not want to lose the one who loves me.
And is that all the spirit wants?
So how does your teacher feel about this? he want to stay?
He would, if I asked. The gods that teach the spirit touched are kind. I think the Augur knew. All this time, he knew I never cast the ritual. It is not right to stay in pity. I will confess to him.
Well, I mean, since you're already exiled, you could work for me.
The Inquisition could use a mage with a unique perspective. You and your spirit certainly qualify.
You want me to pledge my staff to your Inquisition? Even bound to a spirit?
Your people consider it a gift. I'm sure you can handle yourself.
If she cannot, Inquisitor, the consequences are yours to bear.
So sick of all this. Avar. Some demons. Spirits just as bad.
Inquisitor? She is an abomination.
It must be punishment from the gods to serve a lowlander for my oath breaking. It fits my shame. I'll find your camps and join you.
Alright then. It's settled. Get out of the way. Stop acting like children. It's settled. Questioning me and shit. Do I look dumb to you? Exactly. Alright, open up. I got all shards. All 12 of them. Now give me your crappy reward. Whatever it might be. Master Frost Rune, Cold Resistance, Ice Mine Ring, and the Accuser's Staff. I mean, I guess it could be worse. Much worse, but at least it's not a dagger.
The jaws of Hakkon must be guarding this place for a reason.
Alright then.
This is brilliant. This must be what the spirit meant. Excellent find. From what I can see, this is an ancillary station. Likely a scouting post for the larger structure to the east. What can it tell us about where Inquisitor Ameridan went? This is Tevinter, from well before the last Inquisitor's time. I understand they use such tiles as locks. Interesting, though not likely related to Ameridan.
I got Professor Kendrick here safely. The rest is up to you.
Lady Harding was quite nimble in the wilderness.
I'll be watching to make sure the Hakkonites don't come back.
Huh.
This is Elven. I believe it's the word for light. It's some sort of clue to this barrier. Not sure how.
Right. Well, we gotta find a way to take it down, yeah. Light. Maybe light is the answer. The light of the Veil Fire. Torch. Uh-huh.
Oh, well done. Well done indeed.
That's something you don't see every day.
A pair of shrines. This one is clearly Andrastian, albeit from a very early period, likely pre-divine. But this is Elven, one of their gods. What was it? Every mother finds Druffalo among sleeping juniper groves. G something, the one with the deer.
Gilan 9. What? Gilan 9. Gilan 9.
That would be Gillanon,
Oh.
mother of the Hala.
Yes! Brilliant, thank you. Oh, that would have bothered me all day.
2 shrines for 2 lovers. Inquisitor Ameridan and Talana. Maybe Talana was an elf.
Oh, yes, that's good. The Chantry expunged references to elves before the Exalted March on the Dales. They erased the Canticle of Shartan. They must have done the same to Talana.
So do you think this is where Ameridan died?
Do you think this is where Ameridan died?
No, this was a site of preparation, not burial. Ameridan and Talana put up this shrine together.
Look at those flowers. They're not native to the area. What if they were left at the shrine as an offering?
Yes, a night of prayer before battle against the dragon. But then where? Where? We're missing something. What are we missing? Oh, where did you go?
So you're saying these are 800-year-old flowers? Sure, why not? Oh.
Professor, look at this. Shartan 10-7 and Transfigurations 10-1.
Shartan is dissonant. And before them, empty, outstretched, lay the land which led to the gates of Minramos. And Transfigurations is, the light shall lead her safely through the paths of this world. Why these verses? Why would Inquisitor Ameridan take the time to carve this before going into battle?
Maybe he's trying to tell us something.
Isn't there a Tevinter fortress in the area?
Yes. Oh, of course. The ritual site. To seal the dragon away, Ameridan's elven mage must have used a spell at a site of great power.
My scouts have checked the fortress. It's sealed behind a wall of ice. It has to be magic.
Let's look around. Ameridan found a way through that ice. That way should be nearby.
Let's see what this does.
That didn't work.
Oh. How do you know it didn't work? Alright, maybe there's something else.
Door behind them?
And every lock has a key.
Like these trail markers. Ameridan must have known how to use them. If they can melt through the ice, that must be where Ameridan sealed away the dragon.
I'll follow the markers and see what we can find.
Alright. So I guess now I can activate them. Here we go. Let's see where this leads.
Are we certain these trail markers will burn through this wall of ice around the fortress?
At least the trail markers appear to be functional. It appears we shall be reduced to wading. Lovely.
There we go.
Your gods are weak, Inquisitor! You will see the power of Hakkon when we destroy the lowlands!
We are ill-equipped for a siege, my dear. Perhaps a change of tactics? And our new friends at Stonebear Hold may be of some use.
Your Skald and your Scout are here. We can plan the assault.
Oh, I like the sound of Scald. It's more dramatic than Professor. Yes, well, everything we've found out about Inquisitor Ameridan suggests that he never emerged from that Tevinter fortress.
If that is where your Inquisitor defeated Hakkon, that is where the jaws of Hakkon must perform the rite to free him.
Yeah, well... let's all hope that doesn't happen.
Ideally, we stop them before that. I'd rather not fight an Avar god if we don't have to.
You really have no problem with us killing your god?
Gods cannot be reborn until they die. Hakkon needs a good rebirthing.
If you say so.
With its ice wall melted, the fortress is open to attack. We must strike soon, before our foes recover.
They're already trying. I've got most of our forces defending the shrine from Hakkonites who want to restore the wall.
Well... what do we do? I mean, a siege seems unlikely, right?
We don't have time to drag siege equipment through the forest to take down those walls.
A siege? We have no need of rock throwers and rams.
I'm no warrior, but with Lady Harding's forces defending the shrine and no way to breach the walls...
Lowlanders. Why not climb the walls?
Your warriors can get over those walls before the Hakkonites stop them?
This is not a war, Stone Daughter. This is a raid. We strike at night, clad lightly. We climb the wall and open the gate from inside.
Oh, well... a raid it is, then.
Well then, unless anyone has something that sounds easier than climbing the walls.
I would not offer what I could not give. It will be done. Perhaps my climbers will earn themselves a legend mark.
Inquisition forces will feign weakness near the shrine. That'll draw some of them away from the fortress.
Not too many, I hope.
Yes, save some for us.
Alright then.
Right, Inquisitor. Hask and I will climb over.
I'll be there to catch Parv when he slips.
Of course you will. You'll be behind me after all.
Alright, well... I'm ready when you are.
I've got him. There! It's the Lowlanders!
Kill the Inquisitor! Death to all for Hakkon's glory!
Nice work, Stonebear Horde.
No sign of the dragon. It must be in there.
Hey everyone.
We must disrupt the ritual first. Then Hakkon can be marked.
Face me and die, Inquisitor! Your predecessor could not stand against me! You shall fall by the cold blight of winter!
He's putting out the fires.
I am Hakkon Reborn! Careful! Holds worse up close! Death to the Lowlanders!
Whew. Alright then. Oh!
Inquisitor.
Inquisitor. And Ran Atishan. I'm glad Draken's friendship with our people has remained strong.
No. Inquisitor, I'm afraid not.
It has not. Draken's son, Cordelis II, destroyed the Dales.
Draken's son? How long?
You were the last Inquisitor. There has not been another since you disappeared 800 years ago.
Draken was my oldest friend. He would have sent someone to find me.
He would have, had the Second Blight not swept across Orlais, demanding his full attention.
I see. Tilana escaped the battle. Did she... Do the records say what became of her?
They do?
She returned to the island. From what we can tell, she died trying to reach you through dreams.
I asked her not to. She was a good hunter and the love of my life, but she never... I never wanted this job. Hunting demons was so much simpler than politics.
Inquisitor Ameridan? How could the leader of the Seekers be a mage?
Has history forgotten so much? I was not a Seeker myself, as most Inquisitors were. I used my magical gifts in the hunting of demons in Maleficarum. Do the Seekers no longer welcome the aid of mages?
No, that was forgotten. Among many other things.
We found out a lot about the Seekers, Inquisitor.
Cassandra is a Seeker. And after the Seekers went rogue, she discovered the truth about them.
We learned they developed the Rite of Tranquility.
You mean sundering one from the Fade? The Seekers do it briefly when granting an initiate their abilities.
It has become a way to control mages deemed dangerous. They are left tranquil, permanently.
Killing a man is ugly work. You learn not to look to it as your first recourse. Sundering them from the Fade is easy. Bloodless. I told them spreading such a solution would lead to abuse. They swore that would never happen. They promised. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, well, things change, you know. It has been over 800 years. But don't worry. Cassandra's got a plan.
Cassandra will rebuild the Seekers into an organization to be proud of again, with the Inquisition's help.
Then you both have my thanks. I was a good hunter. I did not want to lead an organization, but Draken told me I was needed. As I suspect you were needed.
Indeed. I, too, didn't want this.
I had goals for my life. I had plans and dreams.
And now you have responsibility. Including that which I was unable to fulfill myself. The dragon carries the spirit of an Avar god. I lacked the strength to kill it. My own magic was able to bind us all, locked in time. But when the cultists drew that spirit into another vessel, it disrupted my bindings. It is breaking free.
I see. Well, I'm ready to help if that's what you're asking.
I'd be honored to finish what you started.
Thank you. The passage of years can be delayed, but not ignored. I will soon join Talana at Andraste's side. Take this. It holds the last few memories of an old hunter who was neither as wise nor as strong as he thought. Fight well, Inquisitor. I am honored to have met you.
No. Oh.
We need to stop the dragon. It still carries the spirit of Hakkon.
Oh. What's this?
We have a plan. Ameridan and Arena will lead the Avar elsewhere, so Talana and I can deal with the dragon. My spirit companion believes we can seal the dragon away, even if we cannot kill it. It is less clear whether I can do so without sealing myself in as well. But I have little choice. This beast will wreak devastation across Orlais unless we stop it now.
No one ever knew. Their heroism was lost to history.
Lowlanders, I am the breath of winter, the cold wind of war. Join me in battle and die!
Ow. You're going down today, Hakkon. Ow! Get out of here, dragon.
I've never gotten to see you take down a dragon in person.
Corypheus had a dragon. You were there when I killed him.
No, I was below when you killed him. Hard to get a good view with a floating mountain in my way. I must say, it's fun to see it up close.
Oh yeah? Well. Well, thanks for the help.
I appreciate the assistance.
My pleasure. Inquisitor Ameridan would have been proud that you finished what he started. It's strange. history forgot so much of who he was. They never knew he died saving everyone. Do you ever feel that way?
Sometimes.
There are things they don't understand. Things no one outside the Inquisition will ever know.
Some of the secrets are necessary. Don't get me wrong. It's just... every time you're more than just a person to someone, you're also less than a person to them. They don't see that a real normal man fought the Avar and killed that dragon. And they certainly don't know about your strange fixation with Elfroot.
What? What are you talking about?
My feelings for Elfroot are classified, Scout Harding.
I'll carry your secret to my pyre. For what it's worth. Nice work, Llewellyn. Anyway, I'll be at camp if there's anything here you want to finish up. Otherwise, see you at Skyhold.
Huh. Well, I guess that's the end of that then.
I should not have asked you to come with me. Though I know you would not have stayed behind. You are a dreamer. This dragon the Avar have tamed carries a demon inside it. I can see how its presence hurts you. You should be at Hakkon reminding our people of our alliance with Draken. Not here, risking death with me. Still, in the old tongue, your name Telenadas means nothing is inevitable. Remember your name? No.
Dreamers are said to be sensitive to the presence of demons. I imagine this Hakkon demon caused Talana significant pain.
More pain than watching her husband and all her fighting buddies get killed.
Alam Sharam eat me. The Darkspawn have grown stronger. Some of my brothers would let those creatures destroy Orlais. They think Draken know better than the Imperium. But if we do not stand with the humans against the Darkspawn, we might lose everything we have gained. I will fight this Avar dragon for you, Draken. And then we shall drive back the Darkspawn together.
But he died here. And the elves ignored the second blight as it spread across Orlais. So began the animosity that led to the destruction of the Dales.
So, the ancient Hakkonite assholes didn't destroy the lowlands like they wanted, but they did get the elves.
If I must go to the end of things itself for Draken, I am at least glad to have friends at my side. Talana and Heron have been arguing about Heron using the lyrium to fight demons. Some things never change. Irina has a new alchemical trick she wants to try, like pitch or tar, but stronger. The recipe's straight from Orzammar. They argue, fuss, and mock each other mercilessly. And I would be lost without them.
A dwarf getting on someone's nerves. I can't imagine.
Every age has those destined for greatness, it seems.
Huh. Sounds like the old Inquisitor could have used someone bigger up front.
Battle against the Dragon of the Avar. All is in place. I offer thanks to Gillinan, Halamother, and to Andraste, Maker Bride. As you were raised up from mortal men to stand with our creators, our makers, so raise me up now to defend this world.
Inquisitor Ameridan, who helped bring the Inquisition into the Chantry, built the shrine for the Maker and the Elven gods.
Inquisitor, you have done more for us than most who are of Stonebear Hold. It is not right that a guest do so much. The Hold has spoken, and you are no guest. You are kin. More than that. Your deeds have earned a legend mark worthy of one who broke the jaws of Hakkon. From today, You are known to us as Inquisitor First Thor.
Really? First thaw?
What? I mean, I'm sorry, it's... first thaw?
Yes. When the ice breaks and new spring comes to give life to the world. It is a very good name.
If you say so.
I'll speak with you later.
Walk with the lady's blessing.
Farewell, Thane Sunhair. Hi, doggy. I mean, hi. What's his name again? Storvaka? How you doing, buddy? Doing good? Been doing your homework?
I hear you judge wrongs among your people, Inquisitor.
Oh.
If you are willing, I ask you to judge Storvaka.
I'm sorry?
As a warrior of our hold, Storvaka should have died rather than submit to the vile ritual the jaws of Hakkon had prepared. It is unclear whether the Augur or I should judge such a thing. You are here. I would be grateful.
Okay. Sure, I'll bear that burden.
Very well. I wouldn't want life in the hold to become... unbearable.
Ugh. Ah, Storvaka, will you speak to the hold for your deeds?
Uh-huh. Well, I mean, if you guys don't want her, there's always room in Skyhold.
As honorary member of the Hold, I believe a Hold Beast can travel with my people and still keep her oaths. Storvaker, as Inquisitor First Thaw, your punishment will be to serve my Inquisition.
Lady, the Master of the Hunt will make mockery of me for this.
Alright. Get her out of here.
Inquisitor, I understand you located the final resting place of Inquisitor Ameridan.
Yes and no.
He wasn't resting when we found him. Waiting, maybe.
I'm sorry?
A ritual kept Inquisitor Ameridan alive all these centuries, binding him and the dragon.
Oh. Did his... Talana cast some sort of spell before retreating? Or... You're not implying that Ameridan was a mage. I'm committed to the truth, but if such an important figure in Chantry history were revealed to have been a mage...
Yes. He was a mage. He was an elven mage.
Not just a mage, Kenrick. An elven mage.
Oh, and trust his dimples. This will be... I'll either be famous or beheaded. This upends centuries of history, not to mention families claiming descent from him. There may be consternation. Nevertheless, what matters is the truth. If he was elven, then the Dalish, well, it will be just brilliant. I will spread the word appropriately. Thank you again for this marvelous opportunity.
Of course, Professor. Oh, what you got there? Alright. See you around.